For me, it's not about just sustainable. It's a very big word, often used for a lot of eyeballs. And I think for me, it's about responsible, being responsible, right? And being responsible is almost where you get that into your day-to-day life, small things to large things, small things to save on water, electricity, to not waste paper, to to every little thing as a citizen. I've always believed that small things add up to the larger picture. For me, I've always been particular that whatever the leftovers of fabrics are, let's recreate, use that as a sari pallu, let's make a jacket out of it, let's make a skirt out of it, because I think in fact it has a lot of gravitas when you have different mediums of fabric and orientation, surface orientation, and different embroideries and all of it, and you're putting it all together. You have to use your mind. It kind of, so for me, that is all a part of sustainability, and which is where you can, if done aesthetically and done with a good mind, it could lead to a complete collection, could lead into a growth. So I think that sustainability is something that is sustainableness is a part of us today. And we all have to be, completely conscious on that and move. I don't think progress today, in today's generation or today's world, without being sustainable is possible.
Sustainability is a very loosely used term. I think it's a very broad term, which a lot of people, especially the layperson, hasn't really understood. I think me being a designer myself, haven't really been able to wrap my head around what sustainability actually means for business. I think brands that are large, brands that have deep pockets, are brands that can actually convert to a more sustainable model, because it does require a lot of investment. Having said that, it's a great story to make. It's something that makes for a great headline, but doesn't necessarily always translate into numbers. We just did a collection in Jan actually, which was with the United Nations, and it was a line of clothes that turned into bags. So the entire initiative was that we want to ban single-use plastic and try and ban plastic pollution as much as possible. But having said that, we thought that it would be something that catches on. People would adapt to it just because they will stop using single-use plastics, especially when you go to the grocery shop or in daily life, plastic has become rampant. But I think people see this more as a gimmick. Unfortunately, fashion is considered to be the best medium to get people to drive change, because it's something that people understand easily, something that it's vanity, so people adapt to it very quickly. But I think in the long run, sustainability will become the norm, but it will require one, lot of research, two, deep pockets, and three, a complete revamp of the business model in order to sustain. Because I think it's easier said than done. And unless you have a large backing, you have a large team of professionals who can help you understand it better. Because pollution is not just coming from plastic bags and things like that. It's coming from synthetic fabric. It's coming from zips and buttons that are not biodegradable. And I think for that, a lot of education has to come into the sustainability world to make a bigger story out of it.